When love is in the house is packed. So much so we left the back door cracked. Mama always told me it's a matter of fact. When love is in the house is packed. When love is in the house is packed. So much so we left the back door cracked. Daddy always told me it's a matter of fact. When love is in the house
Come on, yeah.
TJWS Radio. That's right. You're live this morning on the Jimmy Williams Show, and we're talking with my main man. How you doing, sir?
I am great. This is Lawrence Robinson of the United Fellowship Community Churches.
And you know what? He got a lot he's going to talk about. What you got on the list over there? What we're going to talk about this morning?
Okay, today we're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about some ministries. We're going to talk about community involvement. We're going to talk about education and funding sources of the United Fellowship Community Churches.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all stick and stay. We'll be right back. TJWS Radio, and we're live with Mr. Leonard Robinson in the house.
Yeah.
It's already dead, so I put out bitterness. Then I put out strife. And before I knew it, y'all, my house had come to life. You tell them, darling.
Love is a language we all can understand. Every woman, every boy, girl and man.
Come on, darling.
There is no power like the power of love.
Come on.
That's what's given to each of us from heaven up above.
Love. So much so. Well, when love is in the house is packed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Feel the love. Well, Lord. Well. In 1 John chapter 4, it says if we can love each other, then we're in him and he's in us. He said, but if we can't love, we're not in him and he ain't in us. So I'm convinced that if I love you and you love me, God is wherever we find ourselves. His love is so strong. Woo, that when they pierced him in the side, his blood carried his love, and it dripped on you and I, and it cleansed us from all our sins. So if I had somebody in here tonight that didn't mind helping spread just a little bit of love, or we'd be all right tonight. You ought to let somebody know that you haven't told in a long time. I love you. I really love you. What I love. Oh, yeah. That's what Mama said. Well, oh, Lordy. That's what Daddy told me.
Empire Graphics and Printing, the #1 graphics and printing company in Florida. Club flyers, mixtape covers, posters, they do it all. Reach them at 407-404-0509.
Florida's Juneteenth Music Festival celebration, June 13th through the 18th, Orlando, Florida, 2013, 150-year anniversary of the emancipation of slavery in the United States. Sponsoring organizations, the Lansfield Community College, the Wells Field Museum, and the Metro Orlando NPHC.
Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith Law PA. Auto accident, personal injury, slip and fall, dial 866-520-4LAW, or you can visit them on the web at www.anthony-smithlaw.com. Offices Orlando, taking care of you. Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith.
Whoa, TJWS Radio, you know what I do sometimes. Don't meet me there, beat me there. This is Jimmy Drop D. Williams. Look, we live this morning with Larry Robinson in the house, and he's got a lot of things he wants to share with you and inform you about what's going on in our community and in yours. How you doing, Mr. Larry?
I am great, absolutely great. Before we get started, though, I want to say that Bishop Dr. Leonard Holt, and Bishop Kevin Burke was supposed to have been here today, but they both have had issues. There were two deaths in the congregation of Bishop Burke, and Bishop Holt had some other issues that came up at the last minute. So they both said that they will try to be here, but other than that, I will do everything that I can. I am Lawrence Robinson with the United Fellowship of Community Churches. I'm actually the publicist. I get the word out of what they're about and what they're doing, but we'll carry on from there.
That's right. So, man, tell me, man, give me some information about what's really going on in the community on some of the issues that you guys are really facing with trying to make some things happen with. I guess we want to start with like our leadership. What we need to do? Okay, well, let's go with this. About 2 years ago, actually longer than that, Bishop Hope saw a need. Actually, 30 years ago, I met Bishop Hope when he was just a reverend. About 30 years ago. But he has always been involved in doing things in the community, helping people, giving to people who give you the shirt off his back. But what's going on is he's seen that there is a lack of leadership in the community. The people who should be doing things for the community, the people who have the names in the organizations to do things are either overwhelmed with what they have to do and can't get to everything. So there's a lot of things that's falling through the cracks. So he wanted to form an organization of churches that as a group we can get things done. So about 2 years ago he had this idea and he started putting that together. And he asked me to work with him on that. And that's how I got involved. So that's what's going on. The leadership part of it, we need more leaders. We need people to step out front to do a lot of things. Right now, some of our leaders are not really leading. They're following, and they're not following for us. They're following for, well, let's just say something else. Okay. I don't want to get my bishops in a problem here by saying things that I hope that they could be here to say, but the other thing that they're doing, the purpose of the organization is to build churches. There are a lot of churches around. There are a lot of small churches. Now, we only hear about the large churches, but there are a lot of small churches right in Washington Shores. There's probably 75, maybe 100 churches over there. And what he's done, or what they've done, is gathered up, as you were, a lot of these churches and formed an organization, and the churches can work together to do things as one. That's what it's about. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, it just got started. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with Larry Robinson bringing you the latest about what's going on in your community.
What's up, Orlando? This is Miss Sassy D, and you're listening to the Jimmy Williams Show, WDROPDE 4445. Car accident? Remember, after 911, call 411, 1-800-411-PAIN. Win Wellness Center, LLC. Automobile accident, slip and falls, workers' compensation, headaches, neck pain, backaches, sciatica, wellness care, acupuncture. Call 407-614-5891 or fax them at 407-614-5892 or visit them at 2716 Groove Circle, Suite 100, Ocoee, Florida 34761 or visit them on the web at www.needadocnow.com. We got your back.
This is Ricky Weeks.
Get ready. Come see the Orlando Monarchs play their summer collegiate baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening game day is Thursday, June 6th. We are reviving baseball in downtown Orlando, featuring Major League Baseball coaches, Latin players, and other top players from historically black colleges and universities throughout the country. Your fun day at Tinker Field starts at 2 p.m. for the Music Fan Fest, followed by the game at 4 p.m. There will be free parking and general admission tickets are only $5. Come see the stars of tomorrow play today at Orlando Monarchs Summer Collegiate Baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening day, Thursday, June 6th. For more information, call 407-462-1069. Visit us at OrlandoMonarchsBaseball.com or email us at rickyweeks2@gmail.com.
And this is Ricky Weeks.
This is Miss Sassy D.
And this is Rock D. And this is the
Jimmy Williams Show.
Some of us now are enjoying the greatest blessings of our life. But there are some people who things may not be going so well with. So turn to somebody and just say to them, pray for me while time is going well with you. Pray for me that the Lord will carry me through. Oh, yeah. Come on, let's sing it. It simply goes, pray for me while time's going well with you. Pray for me that the Lord will carry me through. Pray for me that the will of the Lord be done. Pray for me while time's going well with you. Pray for me that the Lord will carry me through. Pray for me that the will of the Lord be done. While we sing that again, mix up and shake hands with one another and tell them, time's going well with you. Pray for me that the Lord will carry me through. Pray for me that the will of the Lord be done. Pray. Oh, pray for me while time's going well with you. Pray for me that the Lord will carry me through. Pray for me that the will of the Lord be done. Pray for me. Oh, yeah.
TJW's Radio. That's right. We're back live with my main man in the house. What's going on, Mr. Larry?
Everything is good. Everything is real good.
That's what I'm talking about. So with this this plan you guys is putting together, is it gonna be where more people outside the box can get involved? Like myself, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing I like about this organization, which is a church alliance group, the United Fellowship of Community Churches. What I like about it is you don't have to just be a church to be a part of it. Okay, even though people say that what I do is a ministry, I'm not a church, but I am a part of this group, and other organizations who are not churches can also be a part of this group. So we're very inclusive of everyone who wants to be a part, as long as you're focused on helping the community. You're focused on giving back to the community, and that's what it's all about.
Okay, so the ministry plan that you have, what is that all about?
Ministries, there are a lot of things that they're planning to do. To give you an idea of what they're planning to do, like I mentioned before, there are a lot of small churches. And I say small churches, there might be 100, 150 members on the books, but you might not have but 75 or so that come to church on a regular basis. Okay, so they're small churches. Let's say that there's someone in the church who wants to start a teenage pregnancy program. Well, the church is too small to do that. But in that area, there might be 6 or 7 churches. And so you go and talk to these other churches and say, look, we want to do a teenage pregnancy program. And so now you've got 6 churches working together as one to do that program.
Okay.
Okay. Also, their prison ministry. There are a couple of churches who are doing prison ministries, but together, you know, you add another 4 or 5 churches to that. And now if someone has a son or a daughter in one of the churches who is in prison, well, you could just send them to this person.
Okay.
You know, and that's how it's working. We can grow ministries because we've united a number of churches in an area to do something. Okay, and that's what it's about. Instead of having the church, obviously is not the building, the church is the people. But if you've got several buildings in an area and the people in that community needs help, those buildings, churches together can help that community.
Okay, that's right. That's what I mean. Bring them all under one umbrella.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the community involvement. What is that? Give me a little bit about that.
Okay, well, that's some of the same thing with the community. For instance, I am working with the Pine Hills Community Performing Arts and also a couple of other organizations. We're trying to figure out a way to raise money to keep it going. I went to Steinway piano giveaway. I want to call it a giveaway. It's a function Sunday where my son actually won was awarded a piano. Well, why can't we do those kind of things in our community? Now, Steinway, I don't want to do a commercial for them, but they are giving back to the community. They actually, I think they gave away 5 pianos, and 3 of those pianos, 2 pianos went to people in Paramore. And I think of the 5 people, I think 4 were blank. Okay, so they're giving back. But we should be able to do that as an organization, to do a lot more of that kind of stuff.
At will.
Exactly. The Pine Hills Performing Arts. I don't want to, you know, they need some help. They need help on a regular basis. They need help. They shouldn't have to spend all of their time trying to raise money to keep the doors open. Mm-hmm. There should be an endowment. We could get together and put together some kind of endowment to raise money for them and keep it going so they could spend time teaching art, teaching drawings, teaching music to all the kids rather than spending all their time or half the time or 8% of the time trying to raise money to keep the doors open. Okay, and then there's a number of other organizations, housing issues, that could use the same kind of thing. So if we were to come together and do one great big gigantic fundraiser or 2 a year, and then fund this money to the organizations who are actually giving back to the community, that's the kind of thing that we want to try and do.
Yeah. Okay. I understand. So as you moving forward with this community involvement, the educational part of it, how did that come into play?
Okay, education right now, when I was a child, my dad had a store, my granddad had a grocery store. There are a lot of businesses, a lot of black businesses. My dad made sure that we supported black businesses. You know, as a child, he'd send me to the store to go get something, and I would just have to go tell the person who I was. The person would give me the item, I'd take it back home, and maybe later that day or the next day, my dad would go and pay for it. Okay. That's what was going on then. Well, then integration came in, and we decided, we were taught that we can't do business with black people. We were taught that we can't trust black people. We were taught that that the butter at the black theater wasn't the same as the butter in a non-black theater. You know, we were taught all kind of stuff, and over the last 60 years, we've learned this, and now we believe it, and those things are not true. We have got to re-educate ourselves to the truth about our people, and all the churches involved in this group allows up to 5 minutes of time during the announcement for us to teach things and continue to tell about what's really going on in the community, to tell about the businesses, the black businesses that you should be doing with. We want to re-educate the community to the truth so that we can start focusing on doing things for ourselves so we can grow our community and stop depending on other people. We are a consumer society rather than a producing society. And we used to produce everything. You know, the Wall Street of Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's a Wall Street area in South Carolina, I believe. There are several of them. And like I said, my little neighborhood 50 years ago where I grew up, we could have called that Wall Street also. West High Park in Tampa. We could have called that Wall Street also. But right now, we're so non-trusting of each other. And the education part of what we want to do is we want to re-educate our people to the truth of what we are and who we are, so that we could start helping ourselves and not depending on other people. Another part of education is within the churches. Now, the ministerial part of this is during our convention a couple of months ago. Different members taught different classes, and one of the classes that was taught by Reverend Lockwood, Carolyn Lockwood, man, she did a phenomenal job of talking about how ushering should be handled in the church. And man, we all got so excited about this, we wanted her to put this on tape and on CD so we could pass it out, because that was a phenomenal class. She said she's built a class, and those are the other kind of things that we need to do. There are a lot of educational things within the church that we need to teach. So that's a part of the education also.
Okay, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with my main man in the house, Mr. Larry Robertson, bringing you the latest about what's going on in your community. TJWS Radio. Yeah.
What's up, Orlando? This is Miss Sassy D, and you're listening to the Jimmy Williams Show, WDROPDE 4445. Car accident? Remember, after 911, call 411. 1-800-411-PAIN.
This is Ricky Weeks.
Get ready. Come see the Orlando Monarchs play their summer collegiate baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening game day is Thursday, June 6th. We are reviving baseball in downtown Orlando, featuring Major League Baseball coaches, Latin players, and other top players from historically black colleges and universities throughout the country. Your fun day at Tinker Field starts at 2 p.m. for the Music Fan Fest, followed by the game at 4 p.m. There will be free parking, and general admission tickets are only $5. Come see the stars of tomorrow play today at Orlando Monarchs Summer Collegiate Baseball Games at Tinker Field. Opening day, Thursday, June 6th. For more information, call 407-462-1069. Visit us at OrlandoMonarchsBaseball.com or email us at rickyweeks2@gmail.com.
And this is Ricky Weeks.
Florida's Juneteenth Music Festival celebration, June 13th through the 18th, Orlando, Florida, 2013. 150-year anniversary of the emancipation of slavery in the United States. Sponsoring organizations, the Lansfield Community College, the Wells Field Museum, and the Metro Orlando NPHC.
Empire Graphics and Printing, the #1 graphics and printing company in Florida. Club flyers, mixtape covers, posters, they do it all. Reach them at 407-404-0509.
This is Miss Sassy D.
And this is Rock D. And this is the
Jimmy Williams Show.
I'm happy right now. Awesome to sing now. Listen. If Jesus can't fix it, nobody can. Oh my Lord. Oh, Jesus. Jesus can't fix it. Nobody can. Oh, nobody can. Listen, Ron. Someone is struggling, and all your bills are due. Your child is giving you problems, and your health is failing too. Why don't you? The weight of the world is pressing you down. will answer prayer. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, He can fix it. Ooh, yeah. Nobody. Listen, there was a woman with an issue of blood. My Bible said it was 12 long years. But you know what happened? She heard about Jesus was passing through. You know what she did? She pressed her way through the crowd. You know what she said? If I could touch the hem of his gown. That's what she said. I know I'll be made whole. Oh, if Jesus can't fix it, nobody can. Oh, Jesus, oh Lord.
TJWS Radio, that's right. If Jesus can't fix it, nobody can. We sat here this morning with my main man, Mr. Larry Robertson. You know, before we go any further, man, we talked about everything. Let's talk about you for a minute, man. Where are you from, bro?
Okay. I am originally from Tampa. I grew up in Tampa in the 50s, 60s. Went off to Florida A&M University. I did not graduate from A&M. I graduated from Florida Memorial College down in Miami. After spending some time in practically every college in the state before Florida Memorial finally allowed me to graduate. But it was a lot of fun. Okay. I spent about 6 years getting a 4-year degree. But my degree is in biology, chemistry, and that kind of thing. I worked on a master's degree, but decided I really don't need it in computer management. But I got involved, been in Orlando since '73, and been involved in the community since then, been in the background since then, but here lately decided, well, if I'm going to really get anything done, I need to start getting more forceful, and that's
Coming
what I
up
did.
front.
Yeah.
So tell us about this newspaper, man. We haven't talked about the paper.
Community Steeple is my online, online magazine that we want to focus on the community. We're not trying to be national. We want to focus on what's going on in the community. We talk about things that's happening here. We've got about 4 writers from the community who actually write articles about what's going on here. And Community Steeple, we get about 1,000, maybe 2,000 people visiting a day. So we're doing pretty good. We're going to grow that. And also Orlando Urban Orlando Business, which is an online directory that will only have black businesses on it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Is it Jimmy Williams show on there?
Absolutely, absolutely. We love Jimmy Williams over there.
Okay.
Love him.
That's what we're talking about. Look, we are Jimmy Williams shows. Looking forward to working with you in the future too, man. That's what the newspaper as well as everything else that you have going on.
We've got to work together to get things done, man.
That's right. We got to work to form a team and unite and
Absolutely.
powers and numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I started the Jimmy Williams Gospel Explosion, that's why I started it, so that it would be Gospel Explosion. I want to bring everybody under one roof.
Right.
That would, cause like you said, and it's simple. I mean, if you got 45 churches in the area,
mm-hmm.
and one church is trying to start up a teen pregnancy program,
mm-hmm.
and they don't have enough members or not enough resources,
right.
It's much easier for you if you got 20 or 30 other churches involved. Now, not only can you create the program, but you can also build the program.
Exactly.
For its housing,
right.
Cars,
exactly.
Clothing,
right.
whatever these young ladies might need. But one person trying to do it, it's very hard struggle. Yeah. It's a hard struggle.
Right.
That's right. You're very true about that. Listen, man, I want to extend my welcome to you. I want to make sure that you know that anytime you want to, you are welcome here on the Jimmy Williams Show.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you stopping by and sharing all the knowledge that you have about what's going on in the community and working with the churches and informing us so that we'll know how to make an informed decision about what's going on.
Thank you very much. Love being here, and sorry that Bishop Burke and Bishop Hope couldn't make it.
You know, it's another time. It's another time, and we'll make sure we get them over here so that they can do the same thing, share what they know and what they want to tell the people about what's going on in the community. Y'all listen to the Jimmy Williams Show, TJWS Radio. That's right. When we are live this morning with my main man, Mr. Larry Johnson, don't forget, check out the newspaper online. Hit him up on this Urban, what's the name of the site again, sir?
Urban Orlando Business Directory.
That's right. TJWS Radio. We'll get with you guys. Take care of yourself out there. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Need a lawyer? Call Anthony Smith Law PA. Auto accident, personal injury, slip and fall. Dial 866-520-4LAW, or you can visit them on the web at www.anthony-smithlaw.com. Offices Orlando, taking care of you. What's up, Orlando? This is Miss Sassy D, and you're listening to the Jimmy Williams Show, WDROPDE 4445. Car accident? Remember, after 911, call 411. 1-800-411-PAIN.
This is Ricky Weeks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come see the Orlando Monarchs play their summer collegiate baseball games at Tinker Field. Opening game day is Thursday, June 6th. We are reviving baseball in downtown Orlando, featuring Major League Baseball coaches, Latin players, and other top players from historically black colleges and universities throughout the country. Your fun day at Tinker Field starts at 2 p.m. for the Music Fan Fest, followed by the game at 4 p.m. There will be free parking and general admission tickets are only $5. Come see the stars of tomorrow play today at Orlando Monarchs Summer Collegiate Baseball Games at Tinker Field. Opening day, Thursday, June 6th. For more information, call 407-462-1069. Visit us at OrlandoMonarchsBaseball.com or email us at rickyweeks2@gmail.com.
And this is Ricky Weeks.
Empire Graphics and Printing, the #1 graphics and printing company in Florida. Club flyers, mixtape covers, posters, they do it all. Reach them at 407-404-0509.
Florida's Juneteenth Music Festival celebration, June 13th through the 18th, Orlando, Florida, 2013. 150-year anniversary of the emancipation of slavery in the United States. Sponsoring organizations, Valencia Community College, the Wells Field Museum, and the Metro Orlando NPHC.
This is Miss Sassy D.
And this is Rock D. And this is the
Jimmy Williams Show.